Do you have time? Think about that question for just a second. Welcome to today's lesson. We are jumping right into our topic.
Yes. Today, we are talking about time. Specifically, how to ask for someone's time in English.
Exactly. This is something that affects, well, every single conversation you have. You use it at work, you use it with your friends, you use it out in the world.
It sounds like such a simple thing, but there is a lot of hidden detail inside those few little words.
There really is.
When you're learning English, asking for time isn't just about the words. It is about politeness. It's about office culture. It is about knowing the unwritten rules of work.
Right. And we want to make those rules clear for you.
We really do.
In today's discussion, we will open up all of those rules. We will look at some very common English phrases. These phrases help you ask for time.
We will also learn a big difference between American English and British English.
Yeah, we will look at the polite way to schedule meetings too. And we will teach you how to interrupt people at work.
You can interrupt without being rude. Learning these tiny details will help you a lot. They will help you sound natural. They will help you sound polite.
Because, you might work in a busy office. You might want to meet new friends. The way you ask for time is very important.
It shows your respect for other people. We will take our time today. We will speak slowly. We want you to understand every single detail.
So let's get started. We need to start with the first big rule. I see English learners struggle with this all the time.
It is a very common mistake.
It all comes down to one tiny little word. We need to talk about the difference between time and the time.
This is a huge difference. It really is a perfect place to start. In English, we use words called articles.
Right.
We use a, an, and the. Many languages around the world do not use articles at all.
True.
So if your first language does not use articles, this is tricky. That one little word completely changes what you are asking.
Let's look at the phrase with the article. The phrase is, do you have the time?
Do you have the time? If you say this to someone, you are asking a very specific question. You are asking, what time is it right now?
Exactly. The word the points to a specific thing.
In this case, it points to the clock. It points to the current time of day. We all share the same time of day.
For example, if someone asks, do you have the time? They want you to look at your watch.
Yeah. You should say it is 9:30.
Now, there is an old joke about this. Sometimes a person will ask, do you have the time? And the other person will answer, yes, I do.
And then they just walk away.
Right, they walk away. This is an old joke. It is not very funny anymore.
No, it is not. They take the question literally. Do not take the question literally.
Just tell them the numbers on the clock.
Let's try another example. Imagine you are at an airport. Your phone is in your bag. You want to know if you are late. You see a woman sitting next to you.
So you say, excuse me, do you have the time?
She looks at her phone. She says, it is 10:15 a.m. That is the perfect interaction.
Now let's look at the other side. What happens when we remove the word the?
What happens when we just ask, do you have time?
Or do you have a minute?
That changes everything. You drop the word the. Now, you are no longer asking about the clock. You are asking about the person's schedule.
You are asking, are you free to talk?
Yes. You are asking, can you help me?
This is such an important difference. You are asking for a favor.
You want to know if they have space in their day. You want some of their day for yourself.
Let's do a quick pause for a second. We encourage you to repeat this difference in your head right now.
Yes. The time is for the clock. Time is for asking a favor.
Simple and clear. The time is for the clock. Time is for asking a favor.
If you master that one tiny difference, you will sound much more natural. You won't confuse people.
Let's move on to the next section. We know how to ask if someone is free, but there are different ways to ask.
Some ways are casual, some ways are formal. Let's look at how to ask, are you free, depending on who you were talking to.
This is really useful. We will break these phrases down from casual to formal.
Using a formal phrase with a close friend sounds strange. Using a casual phrase with a client can seem rude.
So let's start with the casual phrases. We can teach the phrase, do you have a minute?
Do you have a minute? You will hear this phrase everywhere.
But a minute here does not mean exactly 60 seconds.
Right. It just means a short moment. When you ask, do you have a minute? You are promising that you won't take up too much of their day.
You are showing respect. Now, what about very informal phrases?
You can say, got a minute? Or do you have a sec?
Sec means second.
Yes. Do you have a sec?
Yes.
Literally means, do you have a second? Again, it means a very short time.
These are great for friends or close coworkers, but These short phrases are only for friends.
That is a very important warning. Do not use these with your boss.
Imagine saying to your boss, "Hey, got a sec, that is too casual."
For a boss or a formal business email, you need different phrases.
Let's teach a formal phrase. Are you available?
Are you available? This sounds very professional. It means able to meet.
Another great formal phrase is, can you spare some time?
Can you spare some time? Explain that spare means you know they are busy.
But you hope they can find a little time for you.
Yes. Use this for a boss or in a business email. It shows a lot of respect.
Now, there is a big grammar difference between the UK and the US here.
Yes. Geography changes the words a bit.
Americans usually use the word do. They ask, do you have time? Or do you have a problem?
But British people often use have got. They ask, have you got time? Or have you got a problem?
Have you got time? Both are correct, right?
Yes, completely correct. They just depend on where you are.
Perfect. Now, let's move forward. Let's say you asked for someone's time. They said yes. Now you have to schedule the meeting.
This brings us to the etiquette of scheduling. We will explain how to be polite when you want a professional to give you their time.
Let's talk about a big mistake people make. A very bad habit.
Yes. Sometimes a person wants help. They send an email.
And in the email, they send a link to their own calendar. They tell the professional to pick a time on their calendar.
This is a big mistake. This is considered very rude.
Why is it bad?
It makes the professional do the hard work. You are asking for a favor, but you are telling them to fit into your schedule.
Let's use an example. Imagine you call a plumber to fix your house.
A plumber fixes pipes.
Right. You would never tell the plumber to book a time on your calendar.
Never. The plumber is doing the work. You work around the plumber's schedule.
It is exactly the same with the professional. So what is the polite way?
Make it easy for them. Ask for their calendar link.
Or give them a few different times that you are free. Like, I am free Tuesday morning or Thursday afternoon.
Yes. Let them choose. You remove all the hard work for them.
That is a highly valuable rule. Makes scheduling easy.
Sometimes, though, you are already in a meeting.
Oh, yes. And sometimes you must interrupt someone who is speaking.
Explain that interrupting is not always bad. Many people think it is always rude.
There are bad interruptions, and there are good interruptions.
A bad interruption is when someone is rude. They cut you off. They do not respect you.
But a good interruption is when time is short.
Exactly. You already understand the point. You interrupt to save time.
So we have some scripts for you. We will teach you how to interrupt politely using specific examples.
The first strategy is to ask for permission first. You can do this at the start of a meeting.
You teach the phrase, "Are you cool if I interrupt?"
Are you cool if I interrupt? You explain you only have 30 minutes, so you want to get to the decisions quickly.
What about video calls? Video calls are hard for interrupting.
If you are on a video call, just raise your hand.
On the camera.
Yes. It is quiet. It shows you want to speak.
And what if you are in person? You can use small sounds.
Teach the listener to say, yep, yep, or uh-huh, quietly while the person is talking.
It makes jumping in feel softer. It is less surprising.
Now, what if you are speaking and someone interrupts you with a bad question?
A completely distracting question.
You need a script for this too. Teach the response. Good question. Let's hold on that.
Good question. Let's hold on that. I like that.
Explain that this is polite. It answers the person quickly, but it lets you keep controlling the meeting.
You do not waste time on their distraction.
Exactly. You stay in control.
We have covered so much ground today. Let's briefly remind the listener of the key lessons.
First, the time is for the clock. Just time is for asking a favor.
Second, make scheduling easy for others. Do not send your own calendar link.
And third, remember, you can interrupt politely if you use the right words.
We want to leave you with a final thought today, a new question to think about on your own.
We taught you how to politely ask for someone else's time.
But think about the reverse. What happens when you are very busy?
Yes. How do you politely tell someone that you do not have a minute?
Think about how you can protect your own time. You want to be kind and professional in English.
It is a great thing to practice. Practice these phrases out loud.
Thank you so much for joining our conversation today.
It was a pleasure.
Remind yourself to keep practicing your simple, clear English. We will talk to you next time.